take another L. Design. Yeah, we here. Yeah, this a winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1. Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they do.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014. As you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, here's Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Murray. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Second down at the 33-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
A gain of 2.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
20 yards.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Arizona.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now this time Murray to throw it. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
3rd and 8.
Play action. Now Wentz. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. On first down, it's Robertson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
first down marker at the 31. It's third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 85 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Zane Gonzalez lining up.
I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, if one guy's not going to get it done, throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wentz. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man is Ayuk, complete. The 30, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Is 3rd down.
To throw, it's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Niners' 2-yard line.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. He can run for it, and he will. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he's going to keep. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Down back at the 34-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his left. Fighting through pressure. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
He's going to try and go deep again, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Wentz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, That's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll run on first down. Robertson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Prater's kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robertson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because you...
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, And how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to... That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
To number 13,
Christian Kirk. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
For the extra point.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
The 32-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Murray now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you. And you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown,
and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play here. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17. Matt Prater set to
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Coleman now. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39.
This is
and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Matt Prater set to kick.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. To throw again, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Throwing again, Murray, flush to his right. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 30. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know,
pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After the sack on first down, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's now third down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 38. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Andy Isabella.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Drake. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Niners 27. Cardinals.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the 30-yard line.
35's the mic. Here we go. Hey, we're 5-2. I'm here. 35, mic 35. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 35's the mic. No game on this defense. No game.
Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And my goodness, another interception. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
A second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Play action. Now Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Finds the open target, Arnold. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain of
that
20.
one a gain of 20 and a first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Number 26.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's third down.
8 yards to go.
From the gun, Murray looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. 49ers 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Murray a give. This is Drake. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right
now. The Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarter.